Hello children, welcome to your online class. Let's continue our class. So class 6, today we are revising our chapter 5 light. Okay, in my last video I have solved all the objective type questions. Okay, now many of you are having problem to get the answers of subjective type questions. Okay, so today I am going to tell you the answers of these subjective type questions. If any correction is needed, just do it in your notebook. Okay, so subjective type question F, answer the following questions in short. First one is, which of the following are the sources of light? Options are given: sun, table, moon, star, electric bulb, firefly, meteor, planets, mirror, and chair. So, what will be the sources of light? Only those which can produce their own light. So, first one is sun. Sun is the source of light. Moon is not a source of light because it reflects the sun's light. Then star, electric bulb, and firefly. This will be the answer. These four are the sources of light. Now question number 2. Why can you see the table and chair in a room during daytime? So what you will write, in a room during daytime we are able to see the table and chair because of light, because light enables us to see the things. Light enables us to see objects from which it comes or from which it is reflected. This is the answer. Okay. Now next question is question 3. What name is given to the material or object? First one is, which allows all the light to pass through it. This is transparent object. Okay, answer will be transparent object. Now second one is, which does not allow light to pass through it at all. That will be opaque object. The answer will be opaque object. Now third one is, which allows light to pass through it only partially. That will be translucent object. Okay, these are the answers. Now question number 4. State any two observations from everyday life which show that light travels in straight lines. Okay, for the answer you come to page 84. Page 84 of your book. Here it is written, the beam of searchlights at the airports or from lighthouses in the sea show that light travels in straight lines. Number 2, the beam of light coming from the projection room of a cinema hall and falling on the screen also shows that light travels in straight lines. So, these are the two observations. Okay, hope you are getting the answers clearly. Now, question number 5. Explain why we often see bright circular patches of light on the ground under a tree on a sunny day. For this answer, you just come to page number 94. Okay, from here you will write, this is because the small holes between the clusters of leaves act as pinholes and light coming from the sun passes through these natural pinholes to form bright circular images of the sun on the ground. This will be the answer. Now next question is, state the characteristic of images formed in a pinhole camera. Okay, for this come on page number 90. You all know the image formed by a pinhole camera is real, inverted and diminished or enlarged. This will be the answer. Please correct your answers in your notebooks. Okay, do not write wrong answers in your examination. Clear? Now, next question is, why is the image formed in a pinhole camera inverted? What you will write in the answer? You will write the image formed in a pinhole camera is inverted because light travels in a straight line. This will be the answer, because light travels in a straight line. Now question number 8. What are the 3 things required to observe a shadow? So we all know the 3 things required to observe a shadow is, first one is source of light. There must be a source of light. Second one is opaque object which can obstruct the light. So first one is source of light, second one is opaque object, and third one is screen where the shadow will be formed. So 3 things to observe a shadow are source of light, opaque object, and screen. This will be the answer. Now question number 9. What conclusion do you get from the fact that when an object is placed in the path of light, a shadow is formed behind the object? So what will be the answer? What you will write? You will write the conclusion we get from the fact when an object is placed in the path of light, a shadow is formed behind the object is that light travels in a straight line and opaque object always obstruct the light. Now question G is answer the following questions in detail. So question 1 is, what is meant by luminous and non-luminous objects? Name 2 luminous objects and 2 non-luminous objects. State whether moon is a luminous object or a non-luminous object. So children, you all know what are luminous objects. What you will write? You will write from page number 90. Luminous objects are the objects that gives out their own light. Okay. And example of luminous objects are sun and star. Okay. Only 2 examples he has asked. So you will write 2 examples. Now second one is non-luminous object. You can write the objects those do not give their own light are known as non-luminous objects, or you can see from page number 83. Here you can write an object which does not give out its own light is called a non-luminous object. For example, the table, chair, etc. Because only 2 examples are asked. Okay. Now, next part is, he is asking, state whether moon is a luminous object or a non-luminous object. So, we will write moon is a non-luminous object because it does not produce its own light, but it reflects the sun light. Okay. This will be the answer. Okay. There are 3 parts in this question. So, you have to write complete answers. Okay. First, you will write the definition of luminous object with the with 2 examples. Then non-luminous objects with 2 examples. And in the last, you will write this part. Moon is a non-luminous object. Okay. Now, question number 2 is, what is meant by transparent materials, translucent materials, and opaque materials? Give 2 examples each of transparent, translucent, and opaque materials. So, you all know transparent materials. Here it is given in your book on page number 90. Okay, transparent materials. But you have to write complete definition. Okay, a material that allows light to pass through it is called transparent material. And 2 examples are glass and air. Now second one is translucent material. A material that allows only some amount of light to pass through it is known as translucent material. For example, ground glass and butter paper. Now third one is opaque material. You will write a material that does not allow light to pass through it is known as opaque object. For example, table, chair, etc. Okay, these definitions I have explained in my previous videos. Kindly go through the videos, watch them carefully, and you can get definitions from those videos also. Now leave the question 3 and question 4 is what are the factors that affect the size of the image produced by a pinhole camera? For this answer you have to come on page number 86. Okay, here you will write the size of the image formed by a pinhole camera depends on the distance of the object from the camera. Okay, this will be the answer. Now the last question is what are eclipses? Write the difference between a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse. For this answer you just watch my last video that is of 29th assignment. I have explained all the things, what are eclipses, definitions I have written in that on the board in that video, and difference between lunar eclipse and solar eclipse you can easily write after watching that video. So I hope now you will correct all your answers and you will not do any mistake in your exams. So this much is for today, and till our next video, thank you and bye bye.